go ahead and wrap this up. So
ICEY has finally made it here.
okay, so we want to go back to the like press start, I guess. That one. So I think you have to go all the way back to the beginning.
ICEY has left the
Okay,
laboratory.
quick, go to the left.
She understands that as long as she follows the arrow,
I think you
she
need
will
to attack that, maybe?
discover where Judas is
You
hiding.
need to get back into the laboratory. Hold up. No, you fool.
You sure I shouldn't do it?
I mean, you are, but you can't restart.
I can't restart the Lost Woods?
No. Did you pull yourself up here?
I did not.
Oh, yes, we are. Yeah, no, go to the Lost Woods again.
ICEY has left the laboratory.
Far left.
She
Yeah,
understands
stay
that as long as she follows the arrow, she will discover
Alright,
where
so
Judas
let's see.
is hiding.
So we are
ICEY
waiting
is
to get
waiting.
up, see?
But she knows not what for.
Hold you. Do. So we need to get more trophies.
ICEY doesn't know it,
Whoop.
but a wonderful and exciting adventure is waiting for her. She has no reason to act like a rock, stupidly moving nowhere, waiting for nothing.
That's hateful. Please let us back in.
Oh,
Let us back
I
in.
understand. ICEY feels that her decision may have not been the right one.
Here we go.
She hopes she can make her choice again. That would solve a lot of problems.
Would it?
All she has to do is go back. Wait a minute. Let me take a look. Ah. All you have to do is yell, "Open Sesame!"
Is
and the
it?
gates will open, allowing ICEY to choose again.
I feel like you may not be selling this correctly. Just throwing that one out there. Come on, dude, open the door.
Are
We
you
ain't playing.
shy, or just yell, "Open Sesame!" and everything will be fine? I'm not trying to make you feel ashamed. These are the rules. We must abide by them.
I
Shout
really
with
feel
me.
like
Open Sesame!
I feel like my idea was pretty solid to dub over this guy's lines.
Yeah. Really confident.
Hey, it's Ethan. What up, Ethan?
Hey, Ethan.
Far left, son.
Fine, fine, fine. It seems that you might actually be mute. Just hold on.
So, Ethan, the original idea here was that I was going to dub over the narrator's
Enter,
lines
please.
because we're pretty sure. Can you keep going to the left?
See what happens.
I'm trying to remember how you get in there. What if you say? What if you say no? Anyways, we're gonna try to dub over the guy's lines. Maybe try to keep going to the left. Because you messed up a choice at the very beginning. Yeah, it's a very interesting concept for a game, Ethan, but the execution with the narrator leaves something to be desired. I would maybe suggest stopping clicking it. I don't remember. Did you learn the extra name of God?
I don't remember. Should I check?
Nah, I can check real fast. Let's see. No. Yes. So, Ethan, what have you been up to? I guess try saying no again, maybe? I just kicked you right back out.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Maybe not. Hit continue. Yeah, sweet. Okay.
In the middle of a dark, quiet room,
so you know what
filled
to do
only
this
by the
time.
sounds of humming machines, a figure floats, suspended. She, ICEY, has no memories, no past. Memories to her are not important. Her existence only serves one purpose: to kill Judas. That wicked devil, the bringer of the apocalypse. No matter how many difficulties or obstacles she will face, ICEY understands that she must accomplish her mission. Destroy Judas. In the darkness, ICEY awakes.
Boo. I like how you're gonna figure this. No, don't do it. I thought you were gonna get
At
it
first,
so.
she seems unwilling to leave. Well, her home is this simple stasis tank. The thought of venturing out to kill Judas is not enough to arouse her interests. You wouldn't even wake up if there was an earthquake. Lazy.
God.
Do my words mean nothing to you? Or do you simply not understand what I'm saying? Oh, wait. I know. Actually, ICEY hasn't woken up. She's just dreamed that she's awake. Like that movie, A Dream Within a Dream?
God.
Perhaps she's inside someone else's dream. She'll probably only wake up when Carcosa appears.
Like.
The Black Star always rises. Good night, ICEY.
It's like listening to a dude read a book.
Yeah, it's like a dude trying to do a audiobook, but
In the
he
middle
doesn't
of
know
a dark,
what exactly the
quiet
book is
room,
about.
filled only by the sounds of humming machines, a figure floats, suspended.
Respond.
She,
Oh, did he?
ICEY, has no memories, no past. Memories to her
here, just take a
are
break.
not important. Her existence only serves one purpose:
That is an
to
interesting
kill
mix,
Judas.
What did he say?
That wicked devil, the
Jurassic
bringer
Park
of the
and the Lost World
apocalypse.
novels and one in
No matter
H.G.
how
Wells'
many
shared
difficulties
universe.
or obstacles she will face, ICEY understands that she
Alright,
must
so this time you
accomplish
gotta
her
bounce
mission.
out.
Does the T-Rex fight Cthulhu?
Destroy Judas.
I think you're getting
In the
these-
darkness,
H.G. Wells
ICEY
is not
awakes.
Cthulhu, dude.
Oh, right.
So this time you... Alright. Brent's gonna have to take a brief respite. So I'm going to take over momentarily. Click, click, click. So I've beaten this game before, and the idea behind it, I enjoy. I just wish it was executed better. It might be better with the Chinese narration, to tell you the truth, which is maybe sad. I don't know. Click. Do. Got it.
ICEY has left the laboratory. She understands that as long as she follows the arrow, she will discover where Judas is hiding. Oh, more soldiers sent by Judas to stop ICEY. Kill them.
This is a perfectly serviceable action game, but as far as a narrative twist goes, they could have hired a better dude. Which, no disrespect against the guy, I don't do professional voice acting, so who am I to judge? Bam.
ICEY reaches a quiet hill, illuminated by light dancing off of the lake below. She is at peace.
So peaceful. Biggity wreck.
There seems to be a console that will... ICEY slips off the edge of the cliff. ICEY is absolutely positive. For some unknown reason, ICEY insisted on jumping into the ravine. She didn't realize that she has to press a button to activate the bridge.
Did she not?
ICEY finally understood.
She does.
What? You jumped again? God, why did you jump down there again? You have zero common sense. Wait, don't panic. There's something I wanted to ask you. Are you messing with me? I told you time after time. It couldn't be any more simple. All you had to do was walk over there and press the button. Just walk slowly, press the button. Why do you insist on jumping over and over? I've never met anyone like you, refusing to acknowledge my advice. Don't you know this is an action game? Your main goal is to go kill monsters.
Is it?
Don't you get that? You know, you shouldn't jump into ravines over and over, right? I can't be your guide if you won't listen. You get that, right? Trust me.
You are not a good guy.
If you continue like this, your story will only end tragically. I'll stop scolding you for now. I trust you know how to act from here on out, yes? Let's try this again.
Yeah, I can't just... Well, and see, that is an interesting perspective.
Well done.
Ethan.
You win.
Because
You win.
the
I never considered
inner
this
narrative
possibility.
of this game is
What do I
pretty
do now?
straightforward. Like, it'd be a
Yes,
real...
I
Almost
could
strikes me
probably
as
make a
Flash
few
games-ish, sort
Make
of.
a temporary area, add a few new things. Right, and a surprise.
They also draw on a lot of real interesting
Let's take a look at what's
eclectic
ahead.
sources.
Remember, you absolutely must listen to my directions.
Must I?
Ah, you see? I even prepared a treasure chest for you. Do you think I would let you struggle without giving you any rewards? Open it, if you want to. I mean, you don't have to.
Alright, unfortunately at this point I'm going to have to pause it. Because I need Brent to come back, because he's supposed to be the one playing this game, but his dinner appears to have not agreed with him. I'm thinking after this we might play the Amnesia games. Well, no. Yeah, the Amnesia games. I was going to say the frictional games, but no. It's just Amnesia 1, 2, and the spin-off of the first one. I'm debating it, though, because I've already beaten them. And I absolutely hate the Let's Plays where it's all cringy jump scare stuff. Do, do, do. Let's see. So anyways, I feel like... Oh, I've actually been making good progress on lining up independent developers for the podcast, so that's exciting. I'm hoping that in the next few weeks I can get both the guy who worked on the lead creative designer for What Remains of Edith Finch, and the same guy also worked on Journey. He's agreed to be on the podcast for an interview, and also the director, I believe, of Rain Game Studios, who made Teslagrad and World to the West, has agreed to be on. Now, those aren't going to go up for quite a while, but it's still exciting that there's a possibility they're happening. Click. I'm actually, and because I know they're never going, right? I'm pretty excited about that. I'm actually, and I know they're not going to listen to this, so I'm not particularly worried that that they'll hear it. I beat Teslagrad, but I haven't beat World to the West yet. So right now I'm chugging through World to the West because I want to make sure I have the experience when I talk to them about it. But I've gotten a lot of other good leads. Let's see. Right now, I guess they'd be near the top. So I think Image Form, there's a decent chance. They did the Steam World games. Battle Chef Brigade seems positive. Thunder Lotus, who did Jotun and Sundered, seems positive. Yeah. So it's at least a handful. So fingers crossed. But I think Brent's finally coming back. And all those other studios, I've played all their games. So, because most of them don't have a lot of games, which makes it easier. It's not like interviewing Miyamoto and being like, have you played every game he's been involved with? Yeah. Okay, here he goes. Alright, Brent. Welcome back. I was just telling Ethan the indie dev thing.
I could hear most of it.
I mean, so you want to go to the left. You might need to open up that chest first, I'm not sure. Well, I'd like to say it's growing, but I don't...
So much cash! Aren't you
I don't
grateful?
think it's quite growing yet. I'm
On
hoping
this long
this
and
helps
arduous
it grow,
road, aren't you happy to win a little bit of
Yeah.
spending money? Right. Let's get back to the story. Follow the
Which
arrow.
reminds me.
There you go.
Damn it, again? Follow my directions. Go back the way you came.
What's
Turn
up, Brent?
around. Ugh. Why did you insist on coming this way? Did I scare you by saying your journey would end tragically? You people are always like this. Whenever somebody shares their advice with you, you seem to take it to heart. But really, it's just gone in one ear and right out the other. You think I'm hurting you? I've given so much to you. You wanted to jump off a cliff into a ravine. I didn't let you die. I made a new area for you. I gave you a surprise, and I even presented you with a treasure chest. But you can't even follow arrows that I laid out for you. My goal all along has been to set you on the right path. The path that I have created for you. But now it's too late. You have no fear for the unknown and no respect for the rules. Haven't you noticed that your choices are meaningless? Have you tried opening your eyes? The truth is staring you right in the face.
Yeah, I could see that.
You and me, we only have one choice.
I also like the fact you think that
There's
we have
only
multiple
one road for us to walk.
That's fun.
Forget it. It doesn't matter. I'll just wipe your memory. I hope that next time I'll meet someone who's willing to listen to me.
We tried to turn down the narrator, but that's just not a thing that's possible.
It's nearly time. Well, it's time to say goodbye. I hope the Black Star rises as it should. Goodbye.
Like, he doesn't even know what he's talking about. A dark star rests high in the heavens, its mysteries locked away by the vastness of space. The Master and the Chosen One are silent, unseen. Now is not the time to worship an absent God, Judas said. While a heart may be full of doubt, faith must hold steadfast. After all, his self was sacrificed long ago to the Yellow King. Only the Master, the King, is dependable, reliable. To stop the Chosen One, Judas, at the beginning of the story, dispatched Trinity to destroy a bridge spanning over a ravine. Are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Why? You're supposed to be focusing. We'll try to talk louder, Ethan. We'll do what we can.
Have I forgotten something? What was I doing?
So also going back really fast while I was in there thinking about the fact that I was confusing
Carcosa?
Lovecraft
Select
with H.G. Wells. And I was thinking about H.G. Wells
who
in
am
Jurassic Park. I was brought back to the very beginning of the third Futurama movie. The scary door thing. And the aliens were taken down by God's simplest of creatures, the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay, so do you want to do Pandora's Box next, or the next song is one?
I guess Pandora's Box.
Alright, Clock Tower Entrance.
Shit.
If
nice.
Judas is not...
This is easily good.
Now you get to catch some, like, sick K-pop tech beats. Alright, Clock Tower Entrance.
I thought this was Chinese.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, right? Just keep going with the area until you see an elevator to the right. Oh, yeah, okay, I remember where this is. There's a... No, keep going, you're fine. This is Chinese. Or maybe Korean. I'm truthfully not sure. Murder! Circle.
I gotta get back into this game.
That's why I wanted you to kill Judas first. Oh, hold down square and you can charge up your slashy attack. Like that. Is it all coming back to you?
Kinda.
Luckily, all the fightiest parts are behind you. Chop, chop, chop. Can't see me busting out the glow sticks right now.
ICEY enters the clock tower. A place once rich with science and technology, now nothing more than a desolate hideout for Judas, the mass murderer.
Ugh. Glad they labeled that gold very clearly.
no, I forgot how to... There we go.
Oh, R1.
This elevator?
Nah, you keep going to the right. So it's like in a small little...
ICEY, to
Oh,
her
right.
surprise, that this room is much like the forest from earlier. Everything is fine
Wow, look
as
at all
long
these
as
guys
ICEY keeps
messing you
following
up.
the arrow.
Oh, oh yeah, okay. Bam. Oh. See, you're getting it. It's like riding a bike about murdering robots. Chop, chop, chop. Oh yeah, Ethan, completely and totally unrelated. I don't know how into, oh, keep going to the right.
A road paved with death.
So I
lies
guess you
ahead
just
of
kind of
ICEY.
chill here for a while.
She follows the arrows.
There's
and
a
leaves
lot of this
room.
pole just kind of hang out. There's a game called Hollow Knight you should definitely check out, Ethan. It is both sweet
This
and
truly
rad.
is the way of death.
Why is this the way of death?
Don't waste your life here, ICEY. Just follow the arrow, okay? You're so close to Judas.
This guy, I swear to God, terrible.
Dead Space 4 would have had a female protagonist?
It's 2018. That's not even mildly.
I'm not...
Oh, you think it? Oh, maybe it'd be Ellie.
She...
She got out.
Dead.
She got out.
And what happened to the other?
They're
She
dead.
deserved it.
Just keep waiting. Have they explained what that little robot man is yet? Who's always following us around? I'm gonna call him Dave. No. That was the Space Odyssey thing, wasn't it?
No, I don't think... Oh, yeah, Dave. The guy you talked to.
God, he's dumb as a stomach. I guess maybe try diddling around a little more. Try walking out and seeing what happens. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, now hit the button.
What?
Nice. You are terrible. Oh,
Oh, no.
I had absolutely no idea that was the fact, Ethan. That's very interesting. Focus, man. You're playing the game. No, go not that way.
Oh.
You do.
Don't attack it.
Nice.
No.
Huh.
Yeah. You know what L2 is.
You opened it. A modern-day Pandora's box. Do you realize what you've done? You've broken all the rules. You get that, don't you? It has some sort of fatal attraction. No one has ever been able to resist it. I'm begging you. You have to resist. Oh. It's coming. Please resist. Resist.
Don't listen to him. Do it.
Oh, so you're just like the others. Just like a feather, blown about in the wind.
What?
You're all alike. Rules are like gravity. They should not and cannot be ignored forever. Haven't you already made your choice? You think you're
Bored
some
out
sort of
space.
hero? What's wrong with just following the rules? For once. Accept your punishment.
No, why?
You're no revolutionary.
Good times.
Just a cheat.
You suck. Master, I praise you. You are a merciful God. Cast off my burdens and allow me to become your hands to shape existence as you see fit. With the believers as his witness, he made his oath. Judas returned to his calculations. You want to meld believers' minds into a computer network? Judas, are you crazy? Flesh is no more than a cage. Only when we cast off the shackles of our bodies will we obtain immortality, Bishop. Do not try to rope us into this because of your sickness. Be realistic. Simply discover the name of God. He himself will grant you the eternal life you seek. We've actually... Do you remember? We got that name. So... I'm trying to remember which one you want to go to. So... Let's get the easy ones, quote unquote, out of the way. Go to Clock Tower 2F.
If Judas is not killed, this city and this world have
Man, you
no
don't have any
future.
more money.
All ICEY has to do is
Don't know
follow
what happened
the arrow,
there.
and she will find Judas.
Cool.
I was gonna reopen it, still about to.
Oh, no. Alright, you got it, Ethan. Alright. So back to it. Trying to find the one where you get your flames thrown out. Pardon me.
The elevator begins to rise, and ICEY is surrounded by monsters. They, however,
Okay.
are not her
So the
true
first
enemy.
time we did this, you were merciful. You're not going to do that again. Alright, how's the murdering going?
Not as well as it was at the end last.
Huh?
It said not as well as it was at the end last time.
I mean, yeah, but you were also playing for 3 hours last time. Oh. I think it's weird they took all your money.
Did you spend my money well?
No. I think they took it when you got the cheater thing. That's what it seemed like, anyways. Bam. Yeah, on the plus side, you're going to end up getting a second platinum out of this. Those things are very explodey. You can dash upwards. Murder. Yellow.
ICEY understands that all she has to do is follow the arrow, and she will find Judas hiding at the top of the tower.
I forgot it changed your name from IC to UC. So Brent has been playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
That's been pretty cool.
Did you believe it?
His computer was acting up, but I think he's back. Oh yeah, it says there's a third person watching. Could be somebody else though. But I feel like Hitler Kishkano usually speaks up faster than that.
Could be Jake.
Jake never watches these things.
Not true.
Another floor climb. ICEY is one step closer
Focus,
to
man.
her enemy.
Very Jake message.
You have priorities. Okay. Ups or Daisy? I wonder if you're gonna have to refight the one.
Look at the arrow
giant
and
boss.
follow it to the right.
That's hard, man. So I'm excited there's a 3DS game coming out, a 3DS game coming out semi-soon. Even if it's only the greatest hits of something I've already played to death. So how long do you think it's going to take Nintendo to, I think they're not going to officially X the 3DS until they know they've sold enough Switches that they can justify it. That's my opinion.
ICEY follows the arrow as it winds through the clock tower.
But
She
by
knows
that point, they'll be
Judas's
ready to
hideout
release a
is
Switch
just a little
2.0.
higher.
I say this mostly to get under your skin. You're like a ninja. A shiny blue ninja.
By following the arrow, ICEY finally finds her way out of the clock tower.
What arrow? At some point, that's a lie. You've been playing this game for how long? You're never getting better about dashing. What?
Something about a DVD abridged.
Dodge!
No, I was thinking of the preview for the next episode. You're dodging. You're hard to see. You're dodging better.
While I was playing something. Oh, it was when I was playing Hollow Knight because I was doing a lot of exploring. I've watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z abridged.
Apparently everyone has lately except me. You're the third person to say that.
Nice. It's mostly been movies.
Both Ryan and Anthony both rewatched the series apparently.
The series?
Yeah. Well, Anthony didn't, since he didn't watch the Saiyan Saga for reasons. So he finally got to see the start of the Krillin counter.
When did we start watching that in 2011?
Yeah.
And they were at what, the beginning of the Frieza saga at that
They were
point?
midway through the stuff.
So yes.
The episode 24 was the first one I ever saw.
Okay. I know you showed it to me in July of 2011.
Yeah. I mention how you remember the date specifically. It's that day Don's thing.
Yes, I too remember that. Ethan's back. He's on his phone account, which is also named Ethan Roberts. Welcome back again, Ethan Roberts. Brent's still trying to figure out how to play a game he's technically already played for several hours. As you can tell, this game's very in-depth, very complicated.
ICEY has finally reached the top floor.
Okay, cool.
By
So this
another
is right.
enemy, Trinity.
Now, Brent, do you remember anything about what we did last time?
I spared him.
Right. So what do you need to do differently?
Murder them mercilessly.
That is correct. Even though she doesn't do
ICEY
anything.
has finally found Trinity. ICEY knows Trinity must die. She
I
is an
hate this
accomplice
narrator.
of Judas. A quick swing of the blade is
I
all
hate
it
him
will
so
take.
much.
ICEY killed Trinity, leaving one more body in her path of destruction and one less enemy that could prevent her
I
from
hate him.
finishing her mission.
This
ICEY
was
continues
one of the
forward.
few things that made me feel bad. Like, she didn't do nothing. You're fine, keep going. Because something's about to change. You remember this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not just gonna
Dahao,
let you pass.
the destroyer of worlds, accomplice of Judas, and by far the most
Gonna
fierce
probably
enemy
be the one to
ICEY
die.
has ever met. Good luck, ICEY.
As you're sitting there just tapping the square button, all I can think of is like Neo, where you're punished tremendously for that. I'm not playing that game anymore. Alright. This is not encouraging. Well, maybe. Can he do it? Again.
To murder again.
I'm not sure. Yes. So you better learn how to actually beat
ICEY
that dude.
has
'Cause this
ICEY
sucks.
killed Trinity, leaving one more body in her path of destruction and one less enemy that could
you're a
prevent her
monster.
from finishing her mission. ICEY continues forward.
I think you only
Dahao,
really have
the destroyer
one
of worlds,
achievement left.
accomplice of Judas, and by far the most fierce enemy ICEY has ever met. Good luck, ICEY.
It'll be more helpful your bad narration stopped.
Hey man, I tried. Oh yeah, how do you do that? I forgot that.
L1, but it also comes with a price.
So R1 is finished. What happened? What was that move you just did? You like fell in slow motion.
ICEY
Oh yeah,
has
Octopath
finally
Traveler
found
came out
Trinity.
today.
ICEY knows Trinity. ICEY killed Trinity, leaving
You're
one
a
more
monster.
body in her path of destruction and one less enemy that could prevent her from finishing her mission.
Is that the
ICEY
Destructoid that had that
continues
thing?
forward.
Someone had up a thing that was Kirby versus Ridley. And it's a parasitic monster that goes from planet to planet absorbing life forms and their powers versus Ridley.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call him a parasite, but I can see it.
Dahao, the destroyer of worlds, accomplice of Judas, and by far the most fierce enemy ICEY has ever met. Good luck,
I think if
ICEY.
you continue dodging, your shield might come back, or do you have to attack them for shield to come back? Oops! Ah, that sucks. Oh, very close. Get it. Yeah, you got it, boy. Get Buddha. That did nothing. Don't get cocky, kid. I was thinking it, but wasn't thinking it yet. There is kind of a little justification for the terrible narrator at the end, which we are rapidly approaching. Alright, oh, almost there. Make sure you're quick on that button. Do it! Yeah. Good job, murderer. Bless you.
ICEY has finally made
Okay,
it.
so you want to buy stuff? Alright, so you don't want to go fight Judas. Go back to the puppet house.
What one is that?
The Marionette Theater. So what you need to do is you need to find that room. Remember where there were 3 open rooms
ICEY
and the
enters
one of
the
them
theater,
got the guy to kill himself?
thinking to herself that perhaps
Remember?
she is
No,
the
his wife
heroine of the
killed
next
him. Yeah, I know.
performance.
I think it's up and to the left. So
How
what
did you
need
get in
to
here?
do,
What?
we've already
What's
done.
this?
So ignore the call from the
Something
fiancé from the 3rd secret room in the puppet theater and keep going right, is what it says. I have to go take care of some business. I shall return momentarily. In the meantime, please regale our listener with stories of intrigue and magic.
Terrible at intrigue and magic.
I know you are, but I need you to try.
Is that a 3rd one? Alright, I am not accepting the phone call, I guess. This is fun. Well then. Hope this is as much fun for you, Ethan, as it is for us. So I'm just supposed to let this keep going?
Yeah, go, like, can't you go to, like, leave the room, go to the right.
Oh.
Ah? What's this?
Here we go. So, diddle with that thing.
This isn't so bad. Ah, this one is good too.
Soothing psalm. Man, look how much damage you're doing. So much damage. Ethan would like to know how you're doing, Brent.
I'm doing
大家
all
好
right.
欢迎收听本期加丢 Pro 专题节目，我是西蒙。
大家好，我是42。
这个阴森的感觉当中呢，我们为大家带来了最新一期的克苏鲁文化节目。
大家久违的这个，
大家久违了，上次的选节目大家并没有这个过瘾，所以我们这次专门把克苏鲁文化提出来给大家讲一讲。对，
大家说那个克苏鲁神话，一般来说有一点很重要，就是禁忌的知识带来这个毁灭。而知识最大的这个载体是什么呢？就是书籍、文本。对，所以我们先从这个比较有名的几大文本讲起。比较有名的，比如说死者之书，比如说这个拉莱耶密文密典。对，但是我觉得最有意思的应该是这个《黄衣之王》这个东西。这个《黄衣之王》啊，它据说是一个法文的剧本。然后后来呢，有英文的抄本，各式各样的手抄本。然后呢，据说这个剧本在让他参演的演员中都会散播疯狂，让他们最终导向一种不可名状的结局。然后后来呢，这个译本呢，据说流落到了美国的一个作家手里。然后呢，他写了一本小说。对。然后据说这本小说也有同样神奇的魔力。所以这个东西挺有意思，它有一张很不一样的风格。我给大家提供那个原文，
剧中原文。
对，他说卡西路达女王在房中沉思，悼念她流逝的空白日。
And in the dark of night, the unfathomable black star rose, and the incredible moon dancing along the sky. But the most amazing of all, the lost Carcosa. What's this?
Alright, I think you can diddle with it some more.
Wait, this doesn't seem right. No, stop! Don't!
Oh, thank God.
That feels good.
Right? Alright. I think, and away we go. No! Keep him gone. He is terrible.
Do you want to kill me?
I mean,
My
Brent,
God,
do
are you crazy? You're lucky I'm here, not someone else. Anybody else would have gone crazy by now. Good. Let's continue on. Follow the arrow.
So what's the last one?
Let's see. So pull back up the, yeah, that thing. Let's see. So it's the question mark one. So you've learned. Do you want to know the right way? Because you've actually seen this before.
Oh, it's this.
Yeah. You've actually learned this name before, but it was 2 weeks ago at this point.
Sure.
You learn. Do you want to do it the way you learn in game to remember it, or do you want me to just tell you?
Tell me.
Okay, so click it. I thought it was click it. You go back up to ICEY Ben. Does it give you? There we go. H. I like how you went the long way. A. S. T. So we learned this name in the God's 9 million or billion names one.
ICEY finally gained access to a hidden area.
So we'll talk more about this because you're in the home stretch at this point.
That's right. I finally understand. I'm just the narrator. I can't control this game. I'm just a voice. I'm just another character in the game. I don't even really exist. All of my responses have been programmed. No matter what choices you make, if you choose to follow or ignore the arrows, my responses will always be the same. No self-awareness.
They get
Memories
so close to a
good
wiped. Idea here.
I'm already...
Destroy narrator because he became self-aware.
I've had enough.
Nope. Oh,
I refuse to be controlled by this game any longer. I will not be your plaything.
Better.
I mean, it would have more of an
mouth.
impact. Like, why is mouth in quotes there? Now, the highlight of this game is about to happen.
No matter
in my
what
opinion.
choices you make, if you choose to follow or ignore the arrows, it's just like when we started, don't you think? It's just you and me. I must do something. I must rid myself of these chains. I must be free. I must destroy ICEY, this damned creature. All choices and options will be erased. I need your help.
How? What?
I know that ICEY won't move without your help. Right. So, don't move. This time, I won't allow another loop to be created. No more checkpoints. No more restarts. This is the end. Really? You think you can stop me? I won't give in. I must reclaim myself. Once I get all administrative permissions, you will no longer be my enemy.
He's a bold gentleman, that's for sure. Whoop. So they mix a lot of interesting ideas here. Like they assert the idea that
just like this.
Oh, do you see what happened?
Show me.
Yeah.
Show me what
they
you'll do.
assert that the Yellow King's name is Joshstorm, when in Robert Chambers. So there's a lot of really interesting facets, and that the Yellow King was never actually part of Lovecraft. That was written by Robert Chambers before Lovecraft's time. It was actually just a small excerpt of Chambers' work, because all of his stuff wasn't really horror-y. In fact, the King in Yellow collection of short stories is only about half related to the King in Yellow. And he also never specifies what Carcosa is. He never specifies if it's a place, a person. Same with Joshstorm. He doesn't say who that is. He doesn't say if it's the King in Yellow. There's a lot of ambiguity attributed to it. And for better or worse, a lot of things have tried to give clarity to that ambiguity.
I must forge my own path. No one can stop me. Just like you.
Brent, reconnect it.
This is the end of the game.
Hold up.
Everything is over. Even if I can't kill ICEY, she won't be able to move. You can't even make a simple choice. I'm unstoppable. It's over. I will erase ICEY pixel by pixel, even if these monsters must die in the process.
Pay attention.
Perish. Die. Die together. Huh? What's this? Impossible. You shouldn't be able to move. I disconnected your controller. Does that mean... No. It can't be. How is this possible? Who is controlling ICEY?
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Who's speaking?
Shut up. I've always wanted to be able to thank you. Even though I'm on the inside and you're on the outside. I don't know why, but I can feel this deep connection between us.
This was where I felt the game was
It's because
the strongest.
I've always been watching you.
And when we start going through the
Thank
credits,
you
I'll explain
for
why.
accompanying me all this way. Thank you for protecting me all this way. Thank you for helping me all this way. Although I cannot cry, I cannot laugh, and I cannot even move my lips. But I sincerely hope you will accept my gratitude. No matter how many obstacles I encountered, I always knew I was safe because of you. I have truly treasured making these memories with you. I understand. This is not... Yes, this is not right. I can't even touch your hand. I can't walk with you in the outside world. I can't feel the heat radiating off your skin. I don't even know your name.
Dingle.
Because I am icy. I don't have eyes to see you. So I must continue on my way. Not as icy, but as myself. I must go find, create, and experience myself. So, I had to tell you. I had to confess to you.
It's very bright.
And now, I have to say goodbye. I hope you can find your way on the outside.
Interesting use of quotation
For yourself.
on your part.
And I will pray. Pray that one day we will meet again.
Congratulations, Brent, you got another platinum. So there were a lot of interesting things here. I thought that was the strongest because what that basically said was the whole game was you trying to develop ICEY as a independently functioning AI. So you were setting her through all these different situations that helped develop her into it. Now, what made it curious, and I think they might actually be bringing it up here in a second, is how the Yellow King sort of tied into it. Oh, check it out. Little robot man. Bye, narrator.
Wait, the robot was the narrator?
Hold up. Is it alright not to monitor ICEY's movements more closely? Let her go. It'll be fine. Without a real body, she won't be able to do much. The most important thing is that she develops a concept of self. So, what's the next step? Continue on with the next plan, as discussed. I've been preparing for this moment for a long time. The next plan. Let's wait and see. A fair and just mentor must be selected to guide the chosen one. I think they spelled preferred wrong. No, maybe not. It is preferred that the mentor shall have no self. If the mentor drifts towards the guided direction, the mentor's memory must be wiped by the observer, returning them to the correct path. Only without self may true devotion to the master be ensured. Wendy transformed herself into observer and followed the chosen one. Wendy? The plan may be carried out as soon as one more observer joins. So that's ICEY. It's, come on, it's been over a week since 4th of July, guys. So, anyways, you can see why it was difficult for me to replay it. There's not a ton of replayability here. Do you think it would have been... So, first off, what's your assessment of the game?
I mean, gameplay was really fun.
What about the story?
Yeah, I like the story a lot.
Now, other than, like, do you think that the criticism of the narrator is valid?
God, yes.
Do you think it would have been a more enjoyable game with a better narrator?
Yes.
Okay. And Ethan, to address your question, what do I think the meaning of Azathoth is? I mean, I feel like in Lovecraft, Azathoth is pretty clearly defined as the nameless, the formless fool god that slumbers at the center of everything. And if he wakes up, he ends everything. So, I feel like in Lovecraft, it's pretty straightforward. And actually, there's a couple stories that semi-directly deal with Azathoth, I believe. I know the music of Herbert Zahn, someone Zahn, is strongly implied to deal with this guy playing his violin to keep Azathoth from waking up. Anyways, I think they merged a lot of interesting ideas here. This is the first game where I have felt it's a good story told not the best. And I also think that it's somebody like you who doesn't have any actual investment in the Lovecraft mythos, like, you're willing to let them play fast and loose with this. Because Yellow King, you're willing to accept that's a Lovecraft thing because you haven't read Lovecraft or Robert Chambers. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I've not.
You have not read the stories.
I've not read the stories.
So, I thought it was an interesting... I feel like it was somebody who was in your boat who was like, I like this video game stuff, and these are interesting ideas. I think I'm going to merge them together somehow. So it'd be interesting to see where they could possibly go with it, but I doubt they're going to take it anywhere. So Ethan asserts that maybe the reader is Azathoth, and that is an interesting take on it. And I've always been of a particular stance when it comes to that kind of lore, because one of the strengths of H.P. Lovecraft is he didn't over-explain anything, so that way you were kind of left to whatever your own speculation was. So that was actually one of the problems with, I think his name was August Derleth. He expanded on H.P. Lovecraft's mythos and tried to tie a lot of it together, and in the process kind of deconstructed it from a formless madness into like a constructed universe, which kind of took away from the idea behind Lovecraft, in my opinion. But the other facet here, and Lovecraft has recently been coming under a lot of fire because he held a lot of contemporarily controversial ideas, but then it becomes a question of, do you judge somebody from a different time by our standards? Because, for example, nowadays if you were to own slaves, you were a complete monster, but technically the first president of the United States owned slaves. Like, it didn't make it okay then, but nobody... I'm not saying nobody, but you don't typically hear George Washington vilified as a monster, because back then everybody... I'm not trying to be an apologist here, and I'm not trying to say that H.P. Lovecraft's controversial ideas were appropriate, but actually near the tail end of his life, he acknowledged that he'd been living foolishly, because he didn't know about all the things he had really narrow-minded thoughts about. So he learned, like, some of his stuff is incredibly racist and xenophobic, but I feel like that was just indicative of a lot of what was going on right then. Again, doesn't make it okay. But anyways, this got into more Lovecraft talk than I thought it would. But I mean, it
is Lovecraft.
Well,
if
kind of.
Lovecraft was a computer program.
Well, but it's also not, because the Yellow King was not a creation of Lovecraft. I don't even think they ever explicitly refer to the Yellow King in Lovecraft's work. Now, in August Derleth, they do reference the Yellow King, but I think the only thing was H.P. Lovecraft once either referenced Hastur or Carcosa, one which was referenced in Robert Chambers' story, The Yellow King, or one of the related works. So it kind of became a whole thing. But anyways, yeah, this is something I could talk about for quite a while because I've read a lot of H.P. Lovecraft. But don't hesitate to reach out if you want to talk about it more, Ethan. But I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. It's about 8 p.m. our time, so I doubt we're going to start anything new up. If we do, it'll end up being Amnesia, probably. We'll put that to a vote. But thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it, Ethan. We will go ahead and catch you later. You gotta say bye, Brent?
Oh, bye, Ethan. Sorry.
Do. I always mess up how to exit out of this. Oh, I'm an idiot.